Do you know what your relatives smell like?
My grandmother used to smell of lily of the valley. Nobody smells of lily of the valley anymore.
That was very common.
It was very popular, wasn't it? Grandmothers don't smell the same at all now, do they? They used to smell faintly of mints.
And Amontillado sherry.
Yes. Oh, yes. Just the one.
Just the one, dear.
Baileys, that's what my granny smelled of. Baileys, round the inside of the glass with her finger.
Oh, my goodness.
My granny there used to be a perfume called Tramp.
Really?
There was.
Tramp, and the advert for Tramp is a young lady who... She knows what she wants, and that's to be called a tramp, apparently, in the 1970s. And she wanders through a market, and all these guys are like, hey, and she's like, I'm a tramp. But, you know...
It was a nightclub. It was a famous nightclub in Jermyn Street.
Tramp or
Still
Charlie.
There. Charlie. I can remember Benny Hill doing a monologue about going to one of those King's Road. It was a den of inequality. And it was full of kinky boots and underwear, and said I could smell her Charlie across the room. For some reason, how so Benny Hill? I mean, it was a perfume. Just so wrong.
Because men used to smell of Old Spice, didn't they? The dads smelled of Old Spice and rolling waves. Brute, yes.
Paul Abbott once wrote a line in something I did for him, which said, as our characters went into my parents' house, the last line was, don't say anything about the smell. Which was really fascinating, because it really suddenly 3D'd.
Makes you think of it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And I thought it was just that line of genius that he's very good at.
That is very, very good, isn't it? Very good. Well, in fact...
I'd know the smell of my children anywhere. We're my own children.
That's the interesting point. It seems that a lot of members of the animal kingdom do, for very good reasons.
I was sat on quite a lot by my...
So you'd think it would ring a bell.
by my older brother in order to incapacitate me during disputes.
That's very beautifully put.
And there's a certain aroma that I think how powerful the olfactory memory can be.
Well, it is the most powerful.
If it returned, if he sat on me today...
You'd know.
I'd be thrown back to 1973.
Well, it does seem, you're absolutely right. And can you think of an evolutionary or ecological reason why you might need to know what...
Well, you would not want to mate with your cousin,
You wouldn't want to shag your own close relatives.
You'd want to know what your relatives smell like so that you... Presume this sounds like all shagging takes place in the dark, but...
Well, you wouldn't. I mean, for example, most mammals don't raise their young in the way we do, with long, long bonding, so you recognise your mother and say, no, must not shag my mother. But in other mammals, they might not see their father, for example. The mouse lemur, which is one of the cutest little things, the Madagascan mouse lemur, is reared exclusively by its mother, but it can recognise its father's smell and avoid shagging him. And butterflies have incredibly keen senses of smell, can smell mates from a huge distance away. But if they're inbred, they have fewer sex pheromones, it seems.
Don't they say that as well when you're getting together with somebody, that part of the reason that you get on well is that you enjoy each other's smells?
It seems so.
And can keep you together.
Men who have, I don't know about women, but it seems to have been researched, that men have no sense of smell who are... Do you remember the word? Wordsworth was this, has no sense of smell.
No.
Anosmic.
Oh, right.
Anosmic.
But you can't taste any food or anything.
So you wouldn't be able to taste food either. But men who have no sense of smell get less... Fewer sexual partners, yes.
I thought you were going to say takeaway.
Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe to the QI channel and click here to watch more videos. Well, please, come on, pick something.